to the Sci-Fi Queens podcast, where we celebrate all things sci-fi. If you're new to our channel, we ask that you hit that subscribe and notification bell. We would really appreciate it, as it will help our channel grow. If you want to support our channel, check out our website that is scrolling at the bottom of the page, sci-fiqueens.net. You will find information on our shows, on the queens, and there will be a link to our merch store as well. And I am your host, Nita. And tonight we have the lovely Queen of Darkness, Sarah, and
Hello.
the amazing Queen of the Nerds, Tiffany. Tonight we're going to give you the latest updates on what's new on sci-fi TV and movies. But before we go into that, we want to know how our queens are doing. Tiffany, you first. How are you doing today? What's going on?
I'm good, the usual, running around, doing it all, queen style. I'm good.
That's right. That's right. Super mom queen style. These two ladies are too amazing for me. I cannot keep up with them. Sarah, Queen of Darkness. I have to say it that way.
You're back, Sarah.
Sarah's back. We missed you. You are the darkness that fills our soul. You need to be here.
There was a void.
That is me. I am the void. Yes.
How are you doing?
Yeah. Summer break just started, so it's been pretty chill. We're just relaxing and trying to get our new normal down.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Yes.
Don't have a bunch of stuff planned yet, but just trying to get through this first week and just decompress.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very stressful having children in school and then getting them adjusted to
forever.
And then getting them adjusted to being at home. They get wild. I know. I did. I remember getting wild at some time, like, yes, Abba. And there had to be some taming down of the wildness, But we're going to get right into it tonight. Tiffany is going to bring us the latest information on what's going on with TV and movies. So we're going to jump right into. Are you ready, Tiffany? Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I have my notes. Let's do it.
All right, let's get into it.
All right.
We need to know about this. Tell us the 411 on this.
All right. So, of course, Nita, this is your specialty. The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead Dead City is coming back for season 3. It will premiere on July 26th on AMC and AMC Plus. Season 3 picks up right after the season 2 finale, with where we left everybody, Maggie, Negan, the ragtag gang, forced to work together and put aside their past. So I do believe, as they kind of advertised this, season 2, that season wrapped up that specific New York storyline, and they're kind of doing a soft reboot for a new, longer storyline that they're going to be pursuing now. So, there's always stages in The Walking Dead as far as the big bads they face and all the, everything. Yep. So they're moving.
One thing though I appreciate about the Walking Dead Dead City is they got New York right. There's some shows they don't care if they get the town that they're talking about right.
Yeah, and especially since they don't film like in New York, right? So it's
exactly,
like they gotta get it. Yeah.
Exactly. So like if you're not from that town, that may not make any sense. But if you're from this town, you're going, that can't be in the same area that's in. And I always go back to Planet of the Apes, the original, when they're in the train station, they show you what station they are, and then suddenly they show you at the end the Statue of Liberty, and they want to put they're not together. Statue of Liberty is in the middle of the ocean. There's no train. You got to take a ferry there.
Right.
Where they show you the head of the Statue of Liberty, not possible unless the earth literally reconfigured itself. We know it's true. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I mean,
and I love that they got it right.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, they don't even film there, so it's a feat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is gonna come back, like I said, on July 26th. 1 episode a week, guys. So
yes.
All right.
So
next up.
What is happening here?
This is a movie, Master of the Universe. If you are a child of the 80s, you'll remember the cartoon, the He-Man cartoon series. But this is releasing on June 5th, so coming up pretty quick. Starring Nicholas Galtazine as Prince Adam He-Man. The plot follows Prince Adam.
I'm not mad at it.
Earth.
I'm just saying, I'm not mad at it.
He's a very handsome man, okay? If not very young, very handsome.
I'm okay with both.
He's still grown up though. He's a grown up man.
I'm okay with both.
Very handsome. It's gonna follow him as he was abandoned on Earth as a child, trying to rediscover his magical power sword. So he actually does remember Eternia, but his mom left him on Earth, so he couldn't find his way back without his sword. Kind of like Thor, you know, where he couldn't get back without the hammer. But yeah, hammer. Same kind of premise. He has to get back to Eternia. It's under siege by Skeletor. And this is a reboot of the franchise. The cast also includes Camila Mendes, Idris Elba, and Kirsten Wiig. So
I'm there. Did you just say the Idris special Elba. Name that Idris just Elba. Makes my heart stop?
So like Thor, there's also an Idris Elba.
Yes.
He just shows up. Yeah.
Yes.
But yes, I'm very excited about this, and I will be in theaters to watch this.
Who's playing Skeletor? Because he'll be in
try not to say that. Look,
it's Jared Leto.
It's Jared Leto. I didn't want to mention him.
No.
It's Jared Leto.
No.
Yeah.
We can't keep him away from titles we want to see. He can't stay away.
Do a good job. But mask.
To give it credence, from what I've heard so far, it seems like he's doing a good job. And
he's not a good actor. No one says.
Right. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that as a voice actor, maybe because we don't have to actually see his face.
See him.
Because
I like it. Maybe they're trying to soft reboot Jared Leto with a non-face.
Let's try, please.
Let's try it. You know, after the whole Tron debacle, we just need a non-face.
A brother is a hot mess and a half. Let's just say that.
Right. Okay. Yes. Next.
Yes. What is happening here? This I haven't heard of.
So I am foaming at the mouth for this. Yes. Understand the Odyssey. I love the Odyssey. As a book, and anything that they do. I was obsessed as a teen with the movie Troy. I was so obsessed with that movie. Yes. I would watch it every week. I would watch it.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the Odyssey, finally coming on July 17th. And it is directed by Christopher Nolan. This is a fantasy film based on Homer's ancient Greek poem, starring Matt Damon as Odysseus, Anne Hathaway as Penelope, Tom Holland as Telemachus. And the entire ensemble cast is like A-list here, A-list there. Zendaya's in this, Charlize Theron. Like everybody is in this. Everybody.
Well, it's Christopher Nolan. He's gonna pull. He's got pull.
Yes, definitely. And so it's going to follow Odysseus's 10-year journey home after the Trojan War. So based on the trailer clips, I'm assuming that they're going to show the ending of the Trojan War with the Trojan horse and all of that, and then begin the journey home, kind of like the Odyssey does in the book.
So I have a question about the release dates. And we've never talked about this, but the release dates, those release dates are just here in the US. They're not worldwide.
So that's the US release dates are what I go on. International release dates, sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're not. It depends on where. Usually in the UK they're the same. Sometimes in like Asian countries they're a little bit different, but it just depends if it's a wide release or a limited release film. So but this one is wide release, so I believe it's all going to come out on the same day, because it's a big
it's
thing.
A big film.
The whole thing was shot entirely on IMAX cameras, not just some, like a lot of movies say they've been shot on IMAX, but it's just the action scenes. But this one is entirely IMAX, so the whole
like he did with Oppenheimer.
Exactly. The whole film is, and he said that Oppenheimer was baby steps compared to how they shot this. And so I'm foaming at the mouth for this. But yes, tons of mythological creatures in this. It's gonna be. But yes,
I mean, this image is amazing.
I'm sad for this. All
Oh,
right.
oh,
House of the Dragon is coming back. Hold on, let me get to it. House of the Dragon is coming back to HBO Max on June 21st. So, in case you don't know, this is a prequel to Game of Thrones. Season one. This season we'll see the consequences of what happened in season 2. I don't want to get too many spoilers, but light spoilers. The series is following the Targaryen family civil war and outlines basically how we got from where we are in this series to the succession in Game of Thrones and Daenerys Targaryen, first her name. How we get to Daenerys from everything that's happening here. So I believe there's going to be one more season after this one. And if anyone's read the books, you kind of know obviously who's going to win the civil war and how it's going to end. And I just don't know which scenes they're going to put in this because I'm hoping, I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say, but people are going to die.
no.
Yes.
Well, yeah, they're gonna.
They have to.
Some people
have
gotta
to.
go.
That's the only way
Some
it's going to
people
end.
gotta die.
Actually, we know that. Like Rhaenyra said last season, not to spoil it, but she said that he has to die. That's the only way it's going to end. Her brother got to die. Otherwise, he always going to be there, acting about him. So one of them got to die for one of them to take the throne. Not going to say who, but other people got to die too because it's Game of Thrones. It's Game of Thrones.
Do you think
they gotta hit you where it hurts?
Do you think they'll do a whole Mad King saga?
What do you mean?
Because the Mad King was right before Game of Thrones.
Right.
Will they?
But it's not. I don't think this series isn't gonna reach that. Because
you don't think it'll reach that part?
Yeah, it's not gonna.
Well, yeah, because even the other one, because I haven't watched that one
yet. The Night
but
of the Seven Kingdoms. Yeah,
that's in between too.
Yeah.
So there's a long time in between.
We're still not even near the Mad King, Aerys Targaryen, when we get into
I need them
Night
to
of the Seven Kingdoms. It's look, maybe we'll get a series in between those two series.
We might.
It just depends on ratings. You know,
HBO Max is watching us, so HBO, get it together.
Because what I really want to see from Game of Thrones is Rhaegar and
Lyanna.
Yes,
Lyanna.
Yes, me too.
I want to see how Robert gets so pissed that he starts a whole war about it. I want to see that shit.
Yeah,
I want to see it. I need that.
For the love of a woman, you start a war.
I need that.
Why can't I be loved by Idris Elba or Pedro Pascal that way? Like they should fight over me.
One can hope.
I'm not asking
so this one has, if you missed our last show where I really got into this one has way more dragons. Dragons are the center of this civil war. And so watch this if you want to see dragons.
Yes.
You can binge the other 2 seasons. They're only 10 episodes each. So you could binge them. Eat it up. Yeah. All right, next. All right, Futurama is returning. Let me get to it. Futurama returns August 3rd with season 14 on FX and Hulu. This is a science fiction sitcom from the creator of The Simpsons, obviously following a pizza delivery boy, Fry, when he is cryogenically frozen and wakes up in the 31st century. I don't know anybody who doesn't know what this is, even if you don't watch it.
Yeah,
but
exactly. It's very popular.
Pop culture.
Right, pop culture, just in case you didn't know. But this show has been through multiple, of course, cancellations and revivals. They are on season 14, but it did not obviously go sequential. They got canceled for a while, came back. This latest revival is from 2023. So if you want to watch Futurama, I don't think you have to start from the beginning, but I don't know because I don't watch this. But I know that
have they been renewed for just one season or
this is one season so far. Yeah. But all right, next up, and that was on FX and Hulu. All right, so this, it's a summer of movies. I'm so excited about this. Again, Tom Holland and Zendaya in another movie together. Zendaya's having a year, okay?
Yeah, girl, working
for real. Because even in the Odyssey, Robert Pattinson is also in that, and they just did a movie together. The drama, him and Zendaya.
Yes.
So it's like they working, okay? They're all working.
They got help working hard.
But this is the next film in the Marvel Spider-Man universe. Spider-Man Brand New Day coming July 31st, wide release. one of my most anticipated films of the year because I just love a Peter Parker story. And this one is going to hit so sad because he's going to be lonely. So a lot of fans, including myself, based on all the lore and things that are happening behind the scenes at Marvel, are hoping that they finally introduce the X-Men in this film. There's been a lot of rumors and chatter that Sadie Sink from Stranger Things, because she's in this film, but no one knows who she's playing. There's been a lot of chatter that she's going to be playing Jean Grey of the X-Men, because all we know is that her character has psychic abilities. Do with that what you will. But there's been a lot of chatter that she will be playing Jean Grey. So we'll see what happens. But everyone is excited and hoping that they introduce the X-Men in here. Because this is the start of the next phase for Marvel. So this will be the perfect time for them to do it. So of course, this is starring Tom Holland as Peter Parker, who is now a full-time anonymous Spider-Man after the events of No Way Home, where the spell, of course, wiped his memory from everybody, including his best friend and his love, MJ. So it's going to follow Peter as he deals with the consequences of the world forgetting him. He's going to face some new villains and experience a physical evolution. Something is going to be happening with our Spider-Man.
He's gonna get new powers?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like mutating.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, which is why we think that maybe they're gonna bring the mutants in, because
yes, they're gonna say
becoming
mutation. You a mutant, baby. You had that X gene this whole time. The spider just amplified. You know, we're gonna get some storyline.
This is good.
So I'm gonna be in there to see this opening day because I don't want nobody to spoil it for me.
Are you gonna dress up like Spider-Woman?
I probably, I'm not gonna say.
We want pictures.
I'm not gonna say. I'm sure my son will. He has tons of Spider-Man cosplay. So, but yeah. So this is intended to kickstart a new trilogy for Spider-Man. They're doing the movies in three movie sets, and so this one is gonna start the new Spider-Man trilogy for Marvel. So there'll be 3 more movies that kind of will wrap up this storyline. All right, next. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I love a good martial arts movie. Absolutely.
Same, especially with like magic and all of that.
Yes.
So this is season 2 for the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix, coming on June 25th. Now the kids are gonna look a little bit different this season, obviously, because kids grow up. They're all grown.
How dare they?
He went from like being 8 to like 14. Like he's a giant man now, but still a kid, obviously. But they're gonna try to film. They already have filmed the next season after this one, so they fixed their mistake from season 1 and decided to film season 3 right after this one. So that one is already in post-production. But this is season 2. This is a live action adaptation of the Emmy-winning animated series, following the story of Aang, the Avatar, who must master the 4 elements of air, water, earth, and fire to end the Fire Nation's war against the other nations. In season 1, we saw Aang master waterbending, and in season 2, he's going to go to the Earth Kingdom to try to master earthbending. So anybody who's seen the animated kind of know what arc we're in and where this is all going. But the cast, like I said, they're going to look a little bit different, but I don't think it's going to take you too far out of it. Some people are complaining that I guess it will like ruin the mystification of them being kids trying to fight in this war, but I don't think it will. I think it'll be fine. They're still kids. And I think one of them wasn't even a kid in the first place. I think the brother of Katara wasn't even a kid. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I'm excited about this. I'll probably binge it as soon as it comes out because the first season was really good. First season was really good. They did a great job with it. All right, next.
What's happening here?
Okay, so this is Evil Dead Burn, coming on July 10th to theaters. I was surprised that they were bringing this out so far ahead of Halloween, but baby, I'll take an Evil Dead anytime. This is a horror film, and the 6th in the Evil Dead franchise. It's going to follow a grieving woman who finds her in-laws secluded home, and it turns into a demonic nightmare as they become deadites. This film promises a savage new chapter in the franchise with a new and unconnected story from the other films. So if you've ever seen an Evil Dead movie, you know what you are in for. Do not watch it if you have a demon phobia.
Or you don't like to get scared.
Or don't like to get scared or don't like blood, because
Mhm.
But
So
yes,
you about to see some stuff.
I'm excited to have a little bit of fear in the middle of the summer. I probably won't watch it in theaters just because I'm scared. I will probably watch it at home, but
With all the lights on.
where I can get up if I need to and go, you know what? Let's change to something else. Let's watch Teen Titans Go or something. Just go to your happy place. But yeah, so this is gonna come out, like I said, July 10th in theaters. So everybody brave enough. Next. Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds is returning on July 23rd for season 4. Now, again, this show is going to end at season 5. This is season 4. So we are
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. If you
It's
go
'cause it's
back
leading
to
up
the
a timeline.
original,
Yeah.
if you go back to the original, Star Trek, the original series, it's a 5-year mission that was in the spiel in the beginning. That's their opening. It makes sense.
Yeah. And they don't wanna pull the story too far where they have to start.
No, we got to put him in a wheelchair.
Right. They don't want to.
We need the beep beep chair. We need the beep beep chair.
We need the beep beep chair.
They don't want to do too much, and so I'm hoping we get more more Kirk this season. I don't know. I'm hoping they added him a little bit more last season.
They go and do a whole new Kirk with this Kirk.
That's why I'm hoping that they do. Like, how this show came about off the tail of Discovery, where they kind of did the Spock and Michael storyline, and then they brought this show in off of that. So I'm hoping that with Kirk, they start a whole new thing,
And they could bring some of the cast members like Nurse Chapel, Spock, Uhura.
Obviously,
Scott.
they have to. Yeah. But let's hope. They haven't said anything about it. I know Kurtzman.
Come on, Paramount.
He's already said that he is probably going to part ways with Paramount. So if anybody does it, it'll probably be like Netflix or HBO or someone like that. I think he's parting ways.
The problem is that Paramount owns Star Trek's
IP,
the franchise. The franchise.
So I don't know
if anybody's gonna do it. It has to be right now. It would have to be on the Paramount,
maybe
or under license, because they did license it to Nickelodeon.
Right. I was gonna say unless they do it under license, or maybe Paramount only owns them for a certain amount of time. I know, like Sony, they own, of course, the Spider-Man properties, but there are certain things that they have to release after a certain amount of time. They can let people use them. So it's a time thing. I don't know, but let's hope that they are given the green light. If enough people keep watching, that's another network will put their money where their mouth is and
they need
take
to
this over.
They can't flood us with Star Trek and then take
it away.
That's withdrawal that we can't handle. Okay, we will all be sweating over here.
I'm sure that a lot of things are going to be set up with this being the season before the final. I'm sure they're going to set up a lot of things for the final season towards the end of this season. This series is set before the original series in the timeline and follows Captain Christopher Pike, played by Anson Mount, and the crew of the USS Enterprise, in case you didn't know, as they explore new worlds with a focus on classic episodic adventures. So unlike kind of like Discovery, where there were adventures, but it all tied into a main storyline for the season. Whereas this one, there's a background main storyline, but mostly it's, we're on this weird planet, or we're in a time loop, or we're,
every episode is individual.
Yes. And I like that feel. I'm in love.
I do
with
too.
cast.
I like that for Star Trek. Better than this episodic. I love Discovery. But it was
different, but we have to get some difference. That one was plot heavy. This one has plot that's in the background. Definitely, there's people having lives, but also it has just a little. We got to deal with this today, and then tomorrow we're gonna deal with something else. Kind of feel. And like I said, I love this cast, and I feel like it definitely recaptures the spirit of that classic Star Trek with modern storytelling. There's character backstories and like so much in between. And the events of last season, I'm curious to see how they like pick things up and kind of push the characters forward. Do you think they'll do like a small time jump, or I don't know?
I hope so.
Just to give us in a new
I don't know that they can get Pike to the beep.
Don't spoil it.
I just don't see it. I don't see how they can get
him in the chair.
Everybody knows he gonna end up in the beep chair.
He even knows. He
even knows. This is not new.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. The way the stories have been going, how we getting there?
Yeah,
They
I'm
might have
assuming they're
to
gonna do a
jump
small time
ahead.
jump. Uh-huh.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll
They
see.
gotta
But
get there.
this comes out on July 23rd. Next. Ugh. I feel
Yes.
like every show on this list is my most anticipated show.
Yes. Like, what's happening, girl? You
Okay.
give me a heart attack putting this slide together.
Okay, well, I just put, for people who haven't seen the show, I just wanted to show kind of the silo and the amount of people that are in it. That's all. Okay, so Silo returns for season 3 on July 3rd on Apple TV. This is a dystopian sci-fi drama series based on Hugh Howey's Wool book series. Basically, in a ruined future, 10,000 people live in a giant underground silo that has very strict rules, but they believe these rules protect them from things that are happening on the outside world. Like, one of the punishments is you got to go outside. So like, they are trying to make sure they stay under the rules and stay inside. This stars Rebecca Ferguson as Juliet Nichols, an engineer who uncovers secrets about the massive underground silo in season 1. And the show follows the community's, like I said, strict rules and the mystery surrounding the existence of the silo, because no one knows that it's still alive in the silo, how they even ended up in the silo, because they've been in there for generations. No one knows how they ended up in there. They just follow the rules endlessly. Their mothers and fathers follow the rule, they follow the rule. But a select few people in the silo have been handed down what exactly is happening for generations. So a select few people do know what's happening. So Juliet is, of course, trying to get to the bottom of it. In this season, they're going to explore the origins of the silo, because if you watch last season, you know Juliet is onto something now. I'm not gonna say what
she's onto something.
She's onto something now. But they're gonna explore how they actually got to the silo. It's gonna be flashbacks, lots of flashbacks to when the world was still normal, to show us how they even built the silos, where the ideas came from, why they had to build them, things like that.
I think we've been waiting for that. So I think
exactly, yeah. In
a
mystery show like this, like a thriller series, you're always waiting, kind of like you're always waiting on, give me the answers. Why is this happening?
Got me at the edge of the sea. Like, I just want to punch somebody.
Yeah,
like,
it's one of those shows like Lost almost. Every season you're like, give me the answers. Yeah. But yeah, last season was great. I thought we were going to get more answers than we did, but we did get a lot. They gave us a lot. They gave us a lot,
but they didn't. I feel like they gave you answers that make you have more questions.
But I love this series. Perfect binge watch if you haven't seen it. And like I said, season 3 is July 3rd, so you got time to catch up before it comes on. All right, next.
The Legend of Vox Machina.
I love The Legend of Vox Machina.
Just the title, like saying the word Vox Machina, like I just like that.
It's so cool. I love The Legend of Vox Machina. I tell anybody who watches anything animated and they love fantasy and fighting and magic and elves and just all the things, watch The Legend of Vox Machina. There's also dragons. There's everything in this series. This is on Prime Video, and they're coming back for the 4th season, airing on June 3rd. This is an adult animated fantasy series based on the first Dungeons and Dragons campaign of the web series Critical Role. It follows the adventures of the ragtag mercenary group Vox Machina, with the original voice cast reprising their roles from the Critical Role web series as they face dragons, like I said, demons, and their own inner demons as well. I freaking love this show. I feel like such an energy and comfort whenever I watch it, and I just can't stop. Like, I have to binge the whole thing. Whenever I watch it, even though they're like fighting dragons and stuff, it still comforts me. I feel it in my soul. I'm still like, oh, I love this show. It's one of my comfort shows.
Can I just give you some advice? Seek help. Seek help.
It's a comfort show for me. But they balance. They're good at balancing like mature humor and action and heartfelt moments. It's been renewed through a 5th and final season. So we'll get one more season after this one. And they said because it would be the end of where the original campaign ended, that this is based off of, and they don't want to drag it past the source material, you know, like so many shows do, Game of Thrones, dragging it past the source material and, you know, ruining it for the fans. But there is another series based on the 2nd campaign from the Critical Role web series, The Mighty Nine, which is in this same world. So watch that one too. It's also really good.
Yes.
So we'll get one more season after this one. But yes, I'm so excited about this. This is going to be an episode a week as well. So
They're killing us with that.
Hang on for that. I'm gonna All right, The Librarians. This is still on my list to watch. I haven't even finished got to get to season 1 on this yet, but I am gonna watch it because I watched the old series that this one is a spinoff of, and I loved it. But I just haven't gotten around to this one. The Librarians, the next chapter, season 2. Is coming on August 2nd to TNT. It's a fantasy adventure series, and it's a spinoff, like I said, of the Librarian series. This one is following 19th century librarian Vikram Chamberlain through time travel, where he time travels to the present and assembles a new team to contain unleashed magic. So that's basically what the librarians are. They collect magic and put it back in the library. The library is a giant interdimensional space where they keep all the dangerous magic of the world. In case anybody's not aware. There's also a couple of movies.
Sounds a lot like Warehouse 13.
Yeah. So yeah,
yes,
it's a Warehouse 13 American version. So this is like a Monster of the Week adventure style type series. So stuff like that. All right.
I like the other one.
The other Librarians.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. I agree. All right. Finally, Dark Matter is coming back to Apple TV with season 2 on August 28th. This is a sci-fi thriller.
We've been waiting a long time for this.
Like a year and a half, basically. Yeah.
I gotta rewatch the last few episodes.
We gotta know what happened. We gotta remember. Since there's so many twists and turns in this, I probably will rewatch season 1 just to go right into season 2 so I can kind of remember what happened. This is a thriller sci-fi series based on Blake Crouch's novel Dark Matter, starring Joel Edgerton as a physicist abducted into an alternate reality where he must fight his other self to return to his family. The show explores themes of identity and choice through its multiverse plot, following Jason, who Joel Edgerton plays, as he navigates different versions of his life to get back to his wife and son in his universe. And some of them lives are tempting. Like you want to stay because
for real.
Some things turned out better in those places than they did for him in his regular life. So it's like it's hard. There's decisions he has to make, and then his wife.
But then it makes you think. It makes you think
about your alternate self.
Do you alter your existence for a better life, and does that change anything?
Right. But then you got to remember that
the timeline.
Right. You got to remember that any life that he finds that's not his own, there's already Jason there. So if you stay, you got to get rid of that other Jason.
And then you're a murderer of your own self.
You got to remember that too. And I just love how it all came to a head with all the Jasons. Like it was very science fiction. Okay. So yes, very sci-fi. I love this. Like I said, August 28th. So still got a little bit left to go to wait, but it'll be worth it. It's Apple TV. It will. All right. Yeah. Next.
I cannot wait for this.
I am so excited for this.
This looks good.
If you haven't seen the trailer, watch it.
Oh, I was just on the edge of my seat. I love a Green Lantern just in general. Yes. So this is Lanterns, a new DC Studios TV series releasing on August 16th on HBO Max. This is starring Aaron Pierre and Kyle Chandler. This is a detective-style thriller series following Green Lantern Hal Jordan, played by Kyle Chandler, and Green Lantern John Stewart, played by Aaron motherfucking Pierre.
I'm not.
Yes, played by Aaron Pierre, and so this is they're going to be investigating a murder in the American heartland, blending the cosmic storyline with a grounded crime drama. Based on the trailer footage, we know that John Stewart, Aaron Pierre's character, is trying to become an official Green Lantern. Like, he's been chosen, but he got to get that ring off of half of Hal. Hal's supposed to retire, but he is not trying to release the ring.
Let me tell you something. The trailer, I was like, he a hot mess.
Yes.
I love that about it.
He's been through some things. Hal's been through some things. If they go off of his comic book storyline, I'm assuming he about to go bad. But based on the cast, I'm sure he's gonna go bad. Nathan Fillion is also gonna be in this. He played Green Lantern Guy Gardner in the Superman film, so he's already coming to, and he was also in Peacemaker for a short little stint. But so he's already a Green Lantern on Earth, so he's gonna be in this as well. I'm assuming they're gonna have a big bad to fight because he's gonna be there. And we'll also get like a bunch of other DC characters. They're trying to keep it under wraps because they want us to be like, and why are they there? They want the shock value. I know it because that trailer, although it was good, it kind of left us with nothing. Okay, but it was a good trailer. I don't want the trailer to tell me the whole show. So
no, I don't. I felt like it was just enough to tease you.
To tease you. You kind of know
and
the premise.
Give you what you needed.
Right. You know,
I love this
gave
trailer.
You the plot. They told you that they're going to be solving a crime, and then they showed the trailer, and we know that
we don't
grumpy
need
ass
a
Hal
6-minute trailer.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 3, 4, 5 minutes. I mean, like, that's the whole movie.
Right. You're telling me too much. I know the beginning. I know the middle. I know the end. Exactly. But yeah, this looks like a thrill ride. Like Nita said, watch that trailer and you will be convinced. Watch it. You'll be convinced.
Yes.
If Aaron Pierre didn't convince you enough, you know?
Exactly.
Supergirl is a new film, another DC title that's coming out June 26th, following Millie Alcock, who, of course, we know from House of the Dragon season 1, where she played a young Rhaenyra Targaryen.
That's where I saw her. I'm like, this girl looks familiar, but I couldn't place her.
Yes, that's baby Rhaenyra.
It's the hair. The hair threw me off.
Just that in the Game of Thrones, I mean, House of the Dragon, of course, she had white hair instead of the blonde.
Yes.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So now she's a blonde, and she's Kara Zor-El, or Supergirl. We did get a glimpse of her at the end of the Superman film. If you've seen it, you know she's at the end of the film, where she comes back to collect her dog. But so we did get a glimpse of her at the end. And this movie is following her on a galactic quest for revenge alongside an unlikely companion with a cast that includes Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa
trying to stop my heart.
Jason Momoa.
He's like, he took the opportunity. He's just like, okay, you're gonna reboot it. Okay, I want to play somebody else.
Right. He's like, good. I'm not gonna be Aquaman no more. Let me do somebody else.
I'm like, no.
But I love that for him. I love that for him. He's gonna be like ragtag and all like biker gang looking.
Yes.
He's Lobo.
He is so good at everything he does.
So delicious.
Like, he really
He's a good bad guy. He's like a good guy, bad guy. And we love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
David Corn Sweat, Superman, is also going to be in this at some point. And that's all we know so far. We don't know who else is going to pop up. But of course, as we know, DC is trying to do a whole reboot of their title. So like Lanterns, they're going to try to squeeze some characters in there to kind of introduce the next, films and TV series and things like that. So fingers crossed. Who will see? But I'm going to be in theaters watching that too because I don't want no spoilers. Disclosure Day is first of all, we know the smallest amount that I've ever known about a film before watching it of this film. The smallest amount when they were first released that like teaser last year, and it was just everybody looking up. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
What is this? And they were like, Steven Spielberg. I was like, yes. So this is a science fiction film coming on June 12th, directed by Steven Spielberg. It follows a meteorologist played by Emily Blunt and cybersecurity expert played by Josh O'Connor as they uncover a conspiracy surrounding alien contact, with early reactions praising the film as a thrilling, emotional, and visually stunning return to the UFO genre for Spielberg. Ever since, like I said, the teaser trailer came out last year, I've been on the edge of my seat to see what this is really about. It's very hush-hush. Even the current theatrical trailer doesn't give us much, as we love, like we just said. I want to go into it like, I didn't know this was gonna be in here. Like I want that kind of feeling, I want
me too.
Uneasiness with an alien movie.
This is the year. This is the summer of a lot of good sci-fi.
Yes,
sci-fi movies. Yes,
this is it. So, like I said, it's very hush-hush. And it leaves you with this like eerie feeling at the end of the trailer. And even in the interview, Steven Spielberg, he has said that this film is basically, what if everything we think about alien life existing is actually true? And our government already knew it. And now it's time for disclosure. And there's going to be aliens in this and government.
Like they're already here. Like the whole premise is that they're already here and they've been living amongst us for a long time.
And now we need disclosure. It's a conspiracy.
That's right.
I love it. Yes.
The conspiracy theorists are going to love this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, is this the last one?
Yes, it is.
All right. Stewart Fails to Save the Universe is a new sitcom spinoff of The Big Bang Theory. So, any fans of The Big Bang Theory will automatically recognize what's happening here. This will premiere on July 23rd on HBO Max. If you're familiar with the other series, you know this is following comic book store owner Stuart Bloom. Stuart accidentally breaks reality and must team up with his girlfriend Denise, Bert, and Barry Kripke to find a fix a multi-universe ending catastrophe. So what happens is Stewart accidentally breaks a device from Sheldon and Leonard, causing this multiverse Armageddon. And each episode will explore a different, often bizarre reality. So it's like an episode every week. They're going to be in a different kind of multiverse.
Kind of like how Sliders used to do.
Okay. Yes. So they're going to be, yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Yeah, but basically
No.
that's the premise. They're gonna be every week in a different little multiversal weird universe where he's still trying to fix everything and get everything back to normal. I'm excited about this, honestly.
I'm excited too.
And they're gonna have like a comedy element, so I love that.
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of like how, it's giving me the feeling of like, how when the beginning of the Umbrella Academy, how they were trying to like fix the timeline.
Yes.
How Five was like determined to fix the timeline, and all just kept going back to him trying to fix different ones. It kind of gives me that little warm and fuzzy feeling of Armageddon,
Warm and fuzzy feeling of Armageddon.
Doom. Warm and fuzzy Armageddon and impending doom.
I think the Queen of Darkness is starting to affect
it's
you.
Gloomed over to me.
It's gloomed over to you.
I'm not gonna lie, it has. It really has.
She's sprinkling the darkness on you.
Dark.
She really truly is.
I'm gonna be Shadow Queen.
I love
Don't be
it.
surprised if my name changes next week. Just keep an eye out.
That's awesome.
But that's all I got. That is it. It was a lot.
This is going to be the summer of sci-fi movies, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tiffany, for this very comprehensive update.
Yes.
We are going to be back on June 12th when we start our Pride celebration, and we're going to be talking about queer creators, and the lovely Miranda will be joining us on June 12th, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So don't forget to join in and celebrate Pride with us. But thank you guys for tonight. Thank you for watching. You guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Good night. Thank you for watching the Sci-Fi Queens, and be sure to support us on all our social medias and check out our website